go out your comfort zone. Like nothing grows in your comfort zone. And that bit of advice has come from the last 3 weeks since we did the photo shoot with our clients.
Coaching is what makes me happy. Like coaching girls, coaching women to whatever goal that they've got on their agenda is what lights my soul on fire. I was born to be a coach.
Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Coaching Society podcast. It's been a while, hasn't it? It's been a hot minute.
Yeah, it's been a while. I'm not going to lie. This little intermission wasn't supposed to happen for as long as it did, but it's fine because we're back.
We're supposed to have 1 week off, and I think it's been 3 or maybe even 4 weeks.
Yeah, I think we're edging on 4 now.
Yes, and I think this episode is probably going to explain why. We haven't just been sitting with our fucking feet up for 4 weeks. We have been busy. I didn't realize how busy we've been until I wrote it all down, until I literally made a list of what we're going to talk about today. And I'm like, there is no way that we've done that in 3 or 4 weeks.
Yeah, so we've done a lot and yeah, I'm keen to tell everyone what we've been up to because it's been chaos, it's been frantic, but it's been fun and very exciting.
Yeah, exactly. And you're not going to get much value out of today. No. It's more so just going to be an update for anyone who cares, which is probably about 3 people. Yeah. And for everyone else, then...
To be fair, I have had quite a few people message saying...
Where's the podcast?
Where are you guys? And I'm like, oh my God, I just want to hide. Because, yeah, it was meant to be a week, but hey, it's fine. 4 weeks later, and we're here. And that's what matters.
That's all that
matters. To be fair, we only just set up the podcast studio like 3 hours ago.
Yeah, literally today. We had the table here. We had no microphones in here. They were in the cupboard somewhere. We had the chairs. The lights were away. Yep. We didn't know what it was going to look like or feel like, but
hey, we're in a new space. It's a new room, so
exciting.
Let's get into it. No, let's start off with
recommendations or advice.
Yeah, recommendations for the
week.
What have you
got?
I was going to ask you for yours first, but whatever. Let's go with mine.
Okay, I'll go first. Okay, she's handballed it on. You don't know what yours is, that's why. So my bit of advice is super fucking cliche, very, I guess, blanket in terms of advice, but go out your comfort zone. Like nothing grows in your comfort zone. And that bit of advice has come from the last 3 weeks since we did the photo shoot with our clients, seeing all of them on the day, seeing their reactions on the day, seeing how they were in the evening afterwards, and then also seeing how they felt after that with their emotions after getting the photos back edited and how they've just all come out of their shell so much.
Yeah, and like speaking to so many of the girls after the shoot as well, like they were saying that they would have never done this in like 100 years and how glad that they did do it because putting themselves out of their comfort zone has allowed them to evolve. It's allowed them to grow. So that's been, I guess a win because we'll obviously cover the photo shoot in more detail within this episode, but it's definitely a bit of advice that I think everyone should take on board.
Yeah. I remember India actually said it on the day. She literally said the exact words of, like, I really wanted to push myself out of my comfort zone because nothing grows in the comfort zone. And I was like, I'm going to tell people that one day as like a fact, like the fact that she actually said that on the day is just such proof of the fact that, you literally need to push yourself out of your comfort zone. It doesn't have to be a photo shoot either. Yeah. It could be anything. It could be literally anything in the world, whether it is literally just starting your health and fitness journey, going to a gym, going to a new gym, fucking asking a guy out on a date, whatever it might be.
I hope you're not asking guys out on a date.
Not me. All of our listeners who are normally,
concerned.
most of our listeners are female, babe.
Anyway, moving on.
Yeah, go
swiftly.
on. What's your advice? Have you got any advice or not?
No,
because
I do.
Last time I asked, you gave me nothing.
No, I do have some advice, and this is something that I've done the last couple of weeks that kind of a bit different to what I would normally do. So I experimented with like a creative outlet. Now, I don't get creative very often.
You've said this. You are the creative person behind Coaching Society.
Yeah, but this is like a different kind of creativity. Like, okay. I don't know. I feel like because our business is all online, I don't have any creative outlets or have done anything creative that isn't online, if that makes sense. Like marketing
physical.
Yeah. Marketing's very creative, but I kind of saw this as like a very different form of creativity. I don't know if I'm just talking absolute smack here or if anyone's following, but
you are.
Anyway, so my creative outlet. A few weeks ago, well, I've wanted to do this for ages.
Ages, yeah.
Years.
You mentioned it like literally It would have been 2 years ago.
Yeah, years. I'm not sure if anyone's seen like online, like those paintings that are like textured and there's plaster and that's just like, how do you explain this? I tell you what, I would be shit on radio, like really bad. Yeah, like it's like, oh fuck.
It's a paint. It's not a painting, but it's got like plaster on it, and it's just like
like texture and like little knobs and like fuck
little knobs,
like little like.
Right. Just I think what you're trying to say is we created a masterpiece. We created a piece of fucking art.
No, we got creative and we made these paintings that I've wanted to purchase for a long time. But to be fair, they were expensive and I'm not made of cash. So
like $300 or $400, weren't they? So,
yeah. And I was like, fuck it. Surely this can't be as hard as, what they make it out to. So did some research on TikTok, went to Bunnings, bought the bits, and we created these like paintings. And for like a solid 2 hours, I reckon, whilst we were creating them, I was just in bliss. I wasn't thinking about anything. I wasn't stressing about anything. I was just like making these paintings and it felt so freaking good. Like it was a pure distraction from like the whole world and I loved it. Now, we've made those and they look stunning.
They look awesome.
They're hanging in our house now and I'm very, very proud of them.
I hope they don't fall down.
Yeah. Oh my God, imagine. So now I've kind of like seen that as maybe that could be like a good outlet for me, a creative outlet that doesn't have something to do with like work or online. So like I was considering getting some colouring books and.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. I wasn't sure if you're going to pick on me about that.
You are a child, aren't you? No, I'm joking. That's a good idea though. Like maybe some adult colouring books. Not the kids'
I'm
ones.
pretty sure you can get adult.
Like the ones where it's like paint by numbers. Remember that as a kid? Did you ever have that? Or were you too young?
I was too young.
Yeah, where you'd have like the paint and you'd have the paint and each number would be like the same as a colour and then you'd have
Either you're too old or I'm too young.
Oh, paint by numbers. Maybe it's an English thing.
Maybe it's an English thing.
Yeah, see, they didn't get over here in Australia. All you did was fucking kick dirt and...
Eat glue. No, I'm kidding. Ride kangaroos.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
but
exactly
my
what
mum fucking hates you, by the way, for these paintings.
I know. I felt bad, but these are cute. These
so
are nice.
I don't know if everyone's seen them. I was going to say I don't know if you've seen them, but everyone would have seen them. The Australian native animals. Is that what they're called? Yeah, at Kmart on the canvases, like the koalas, the kangaroos. What did we have? We had a koala and a kookaburra. That's right. And my mum fucking loves them because obviously we don't get all of the...
I don't get the like English like...
Because we don't get them in England, so it's like it's novel.
But
it's
even
like,
when your parents come over, like they see a kangaroo and they're just like, oh my God, it's like they've seen like a dinosaur. And I'm like, it's a kangaroo. Like don't get too close because it'll probably hit you in the head.
Yeah. But my mum loved them and we took them down, didn't we? We used to have them on the wall and she loved them. But then we took them down and you were like, came out.
A little bit tacky. Like, I don't know. I was just like, I feel like everyone has these. Like we bought these when we first moved in together 5 years ago. And I'm like, they're just a bit outdated and like...
But then, when my mum saw that you were fucking covering them up and using them as the canvas for these new paintings, she wasn't very happy, was she? Sorry, Mum?
But wait until she sees them in person.
Yeah, okay.
They're gorgeous.
Sure.
Anyway, creative outlet. Find a creative outlet that doesn't remind you of anything to do with work, with life, with relationships, anything, and just like immerse yourself into it. That's what I did and I loved it.
Yes, love it. And that's all the value you're going to get. So the next 20 minutes is probably going to be talking smack.
Yeah, well, to be fair, this is going to be like 4 weeks worth of talking smack. And you guys know how much dribble Russ and I talk, so strap yourself in.
Good luck. We'll try and make it valuable.
Yeah, who knows?
So where do we start? 4 weeks ago,
Let's go back to the beginning. What did we do first after our last episode?
I think the photo shoot. Client photo shoot, yeah. I think because we moved house just after the photo shoot, so we haven't done an episode since. So, yeah.
Oh, what a bloody weekend.
It's good fun.
I had so much fun. Going into it, to be fair, I was very, very nervous because I've never shot myself personally and
Don't shoot yourself.
Yeah. I've never been in a photo shoot personally and had clients do it on the same day because shoot day is frantic, like very, very big days, particularly when you're with clients, all those sorts of things. So to chuck my own shoot in there and considering it was a huge shoot for me, like we were running a massive campaign off the back of it, I was very, very highly strung.
It was a lot. Yeah, it was a lot. Like, luckily it wasn't our first client photo shoot, so things were a little bit more seamless than previously. Yeah, and less stressful as well because we kind of knew what we were doing too, which I think is a big part of it. But yeah, for you, it was a very, very big day. But I think it was our best photo shoot so far. So
100%.
should we give everyone like a bit of an idea of what a photo shoot looks like what it looks like for the clients, and how things work. So we generally about 3 or 4 months prior start organizing everything, planning everything, and get our clients interested who are interested. And that gives our clients opportunity to try and get into the physique that they want to get and that they want to get into.
Whether that's not necessarily like the leanest version of themselves. It's just the most confident version of themselves.
Yeah. So as you said, it doesn't have to be crazy, like lean. It could just be getting to the point where they're super confident with their physique and getting in front of the camera. So yeah, lead up to it is not probably as stressful as the day, and it's getting a lot easier the more and more that we do. But the actual day is where all the magic comes together. So you went first. So you were first up.
Yeah, I started my hair and makeup at
5.
No, it was before that. I think it was 4:30.
No,
because I got up at 3:30.
Yeah, true. We did get up at 3:30.
Yeah, I think I started hair and makeup at 4:30, but that's only because I went big. So my best friend Ash, she does my hair, does my makeup. Anything that I don't want to look like a potato in, she does for me because I look like a potato most of the time. So yeah, she came up and she did all the girls' makeup and she did my makeup and my hair. However, I think it was 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks before the shoot, I turned to Cherie, our operations manager who organises the shoots, and Ash, and I was like, I have a bob that I can barely get in a ponytail and I want this massive ass ponytail and you're not going to give me no for an answer. Like, you're making this work. And Ashley was like, fucking hell. Are you serious? So we had to start my hair. We had to start my makeup very early for me to get even into the set, onto the studio shooting because it was a lot.
And it wasn't even shooting as well. Like, you had a video to do as well and film as well as 4 outfits that you're shooting in. Yeah. So you had a lot. Like, all the other girls had 1, 2, or maybe 3? 2.
Yeah, 2 or 3 outfits. I think I did about 4.
And you had 4, so obviously because you had we obviously have to use a lot of your photos for marketing. So I think you were in front of the camera for about 2 hours, which
didn't feel like 2 hours.
No, it went quick. The whole day went quick, to be honest. Before I knew it was kind of midday. So yeah, that's how Mikayla's shoot ran. And then for all of our clients, we basically have specific time slots, don't we? So we have like 40,
it's like a run sheet.
Yeah, a run sheet with 45-minute time slots with the photographer in the private studio. The studio is separated into 2 areas. The first area is your hair and makeup. So the girls come in, they get all their glam done. They hair first, then makeup. Then once the makeup's done, they then go and start shooting. And it can be any style of shoot that you want as well.
Lingerie, activewear. One of the girls did like a businessy, I don't even know how to explain it, but it was sick.
Yeah. And we had like beachwear as well.
Yeah, done swimwear.
Yeah.
It's so cool, but it was so much fun. So we had each girl one in after the other. I think we started shooting clients at, whoa, I need to stop saying shooting clients.
Yeah, don't shoot. You shoot yourself, we're shooting clients.
We started taking photos of the clients at, I think bell was 8 a.m. or 9 a.m.
8 or 9, yeah.
Yeah, and then we were wrapped up with Mads, which was our final client at
4:30, I think.
4:30?
Yeah.
And it's just pretty much back to back after, like another. Josie, our photographer, she's been our photographer like the entire time. She's done all of our shoots.
Yeah.
Queen. Like queen behaviour.
Yeah.
Being able to survive that.
Went for dinner after. So enjoy some pizza afterwards, which was good. And I think just the confidence levels that come from the girls who do a shoot, any of our shoots that we've ever done, it's just mad. Like, they have all said it's something that they would never have thought about doing. And then to be able to do it and come out of it like in such a good
being
space.
Able to, like, as Coaching Society, being able to provide these ladies with this opportunity that they would never do, and then see their reaction to like their first photo or their first edits or anything like that, it's just spine tingling. Like, I get goosebumps talking about it. Like, it's just such a special moment, and I don't think you'll ever be able to explain it or like know what I'm talking about until you've done it yourself.
Yeah, until you've either done the shoot or like taken someone through that journey.
Yeah, it's just amazing. It's the best feeling ever.
And after that, so we made a stupid decision not a stupid decision, like, I absolutely love the fact that we've moved house. It's such a beautiful house. We've now got the podcast studio set up, but we decided to pick up the keys 2 days after the client photo shoot. So we stayed in Melbourne, come back from Melbourne Sunday evening. You were doing your check-ins in the car, like you were writing all the notes for your clients for your check-ins in the car, because on the Monday we picked up the keys for the new place.
Yeah.
Which effectively meant we come back from a photo shoot, back from 2 nights in Melbourne to moving house for a whole week, which was chaotic. Like,
yeah, and like it was, I am so thankful for obviously Russ, because the work that I do within the business, like I can't take a day off. Like I have to get that work done. So Russ is like running around packing up like our entire house whilst I'm there like in an empty house with just like a desk and my laptop, doing my check-ins, doing my client work, doing all that, because I actually couldn't leave my desk. I had to get that work done. Yeah. Whilst Russ is running around like a crazy person. So in some of my check-ins, Russ is just like...
You just like hear me like stomping up the hallway, carrying like a fucking chair or something.
Yeah, literally. Yeah. It was it was an experience. I don't think I'd ever do it again because...
Moving house is like hectic.
I think we underestimated how big it was going to be.
Yeah, we got a removalist, didn't we, to do all the big things and like all the small things we did ourselves. And I just wish there were, which there probably is, but there was someone that you could just pay to do everything, like completely gut your house within a day and take it. We're only 10 minutes away as well. We should have hired a truck though, because we did 15 or 16 car trips, which
we have
was
a lot
probably
more shit than I thought we did.
I know. How do we have so much shit?
I don't know. Anyway.
Oh, well, it's what it is.
But no, we did it, and we got through Monday. I survived Monday, and then we turned into savages, weren't we? By that Sunday, we were completely moved in.
Yeah.
The old house was cleaned, handover, the keys were done, all of that sort of thing. We're in the new house, everything was set up, and we just went...
ready to go. Apart from the podcast studio, which we set up about 2 hours ago.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, we are so happy with the new place, and just like just the new surroundings, like kind of change is always, I think, really good. We spoke about this a few weeks back, but it is always really good to have that change. And
I think for us as well, like a lot of people don't like change, and a lot of people like it freaks them out. Like they've got to find a new routine and everything. I think you and I kind of thrive off of it, particularly because we work from home as well.
Yeah. Like we got to be, because we literally spend all day at home most of the time. We've got to have some enjoyment of where we live and be happy with where we live.
Yeah, like we've got to feel inspired by our space. I was talking to this to a girlfriend the other week. Like if I'm not inspired by my surroundings because I'm here every single second of the day, then it comes through in my quality of work. Like I'm inspired by this space. It's light, it's bright, it's brand new, it's big, it's spacious. Like I just wake up and like I'm just more happy. And I know it probably sounds stupid and you're like, oh my God, she is so materialistic. Yes, I am. I know that. But I'm just a happy gal, and like I love the area. The area is beautiful. It's a lot quieter compared to where we used to be. Yeah. We're down the road from our friend's coffee store. Like
we don't have anxiety that Hayes might run out the house and get hit by a car. No, it's way better, except for the fact that you stole the big fucking office with the nice view. So thank you very much for that. I appreciate it. Really, really.
You're welcome. Well, you could have fought me for it, but it was quite an easy battle, to be honest.
I mean, like,
I think you know that you're never going to win.
Either I'm never going to win, or I'd much rather you be happy than you not be, because I have to deal with the consequences if you're not. So
surely I'm not the only one. Surely, like, if there's anyone listening to this, like, in a relationship, like, surely it's not. This is not just our dynamic.
Yeah. You're like, just to clarify, your office is like almost twice the fucking size. It overlooks the backyard from your window. Mine is obviously a lot smaller, and it literally looks out of the window into a fence.
Look, when you put it that way, I do kind of feel bad, but at the same time, I'm like...
No, you fucking don't. Yeah, you feel bad just sitting in your big fucking office, sitting there feeling real bad, don't you?
It's nice though. I like it. I need to be inspired by my space, babe. Okay, otherwise, no.
You just be inspired.
I'm just high maintenance as fuck.
Correct.
Anyway, moving on.
And moving on to high maintenance.
We love it. We live in Moama now. We're how far from the river?
Not far. 5-minute walk max.
Yeah, and like I love the river. The river's my happy place. It's been my happy place for my entire life. Behind the boat, wakeboarding. Yes, happy. Anyway, moving on. Just to throw in the mix, 6 days after we moved, it was your birthday. Oh, yeah.
Can everyone here, believe that Mikayla is only 25? Like, how fucked is that? Everyone...
I'm a young bitch.
I see you as older than that, obviously, because...
I see myself as old. But I'm... Technically, I'm 25, but I literally feel 35. Like... thinking about retirement and
yeah, I know. Stop.
Long way to go for that, doll. But yeah, I turned 25. And to be fair, if anyone has engaged it by now, again, I'm very high maintenance. And I like, things. So this birthday was very, very different.
Yeah, it was.
Most birthdays, Russ is an absolute angel and he spoils me every time. He took me skydiving in Dubai one year. He bought me an iPhone one year. He's taken me to trips around the world. Like, he does a lot for my birthdays.
And I give you the big fucking office.
Yeah, and the big office. But this year...
This year I was shit. No,
this year you were very good. But this year was just different. I didn't have anything planned. I stayed at home. I did my paintings. Like, it just wasn't a normal birthday for me, and I kind of loved it because I feel like the older I'm getting, the more I'm like, I just love peaceful days where I can just kind of turn my brain off and maybe not work.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what my birthday was, and I fucking loved it.
Yeah, like it all comes down to what you actually want, and like that was what you wanted as well, wasn't it? Like just a wholesome day at home in our new house, like doing things that you love, like spending
just
time
in the
with
garden,
Hades, and you, as you said, had a really good day. It felt different, but
it was a different birthday. But I think that it's a new era of me. Like, normally I would be like, I want a birthday party. I want to see my friends, my family on the day. Like, I want a massive cake. Like, I want balloons. I want it all. Normally that's me. Not anymore. I think that I'm very much so like, I would love to just stay in my pajamas and stay in bed all day, if I'm being honest.
25 going on 35.
And this is what I mean. No, I'm kidding. But it was a very wholesome day, and I was very fortunate to get so many amazing messages from my friends, my family. I felt very loved, very happy, very content, and yeah, it was nice.
On to another year.
Another year.
Where are you going to be in a year's time?
Where am I going to be in
Probably
a year's
still
time?
sitting right in that chair talking shit into the microphone.
Yeah, probably. No, I don't know. I feel like last year, so my 24th birthday, we went and stayed at a very nice resort in Yarrawonga. And I remember we had this discussion over dinner. You were like, where do you want to be in a year's time? Like, on your 25th birthday, where do you want to be? And like I said, all these things. Achieved some of them, but some are still in the works, I guess.
Yeah.
So I guess I don't want to put any unrealistic expectations on myself for this year. I just want to keep doing what I'm doing and, reflect back in a year's time to see what I did in my 25th year on this planet.
How good. Love it. And because of all the chaos, we both got sick, didn't we?
So sick.
Yeah, which wasn't ideal. It was just after your birthday I started to feel a little bit sick, and then as soon as I started to get sick, you know that you're going to. And I am pretty good. I normally only get sick once or twice a year, and I actually still feel a little bit like not 100% right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, we were bound to get sick, just like everyone else on the whole planet in Australia.
Everyone's sick.
On the whole planet in Australia. That's a good one.
Yeah, sure.
In the whole of Australia right now seems to be sick, like this time of year. So
it just kind of hit us, didn't it? But like we both knew it was coming. Like we were, I think at that point, like we were like, our life was chaos for a solid 2-3 weeks. I'd been prepping as well, so
it was like when everything settled down, wasn't it? We knew that as soon as we stopped, like we were going to get sick.
Like our adrenaline just like came back down to normal levels, and we got hit by a bus.
Yeah. But we still maintained our training throughout the whole time, even moving house. Like we'd get up and train at 5:30 in the morning. I don't know how the fuck we did it. So we got up and trained still super early, so that then moving house didn't impact our training. And then even when we got sick, we still were able to get some sessions in, even though those sessions felt like we were just going through the motions. Getting in and just moving is, I think, so crucial to help.
I was mostly doing it for my mental health. Like I needed an outlet. I needed my anchor.
Yeah, and that's what training's for. Nutrition, on the other hand, not so good while we're moving. Wasn't too bad though. Probably for the week that we moved, the 3 or 4 days, wasn't perfect. It was still okay though. Lunches were still pretty good. We prepped
but
those.
Shit happens, honestly. Shit happens. Sometimes life turns to chaos and you've just got to do what you got to do to survive. And I'm 100% for that. I speak to my girls about it every single week. I'm like, you know what? You've had a really shit week. You've had a really stressful week. Things have happened to you. Shit happens. Move on. Let's have a better week next week. And that's what moving week was for us.
Yeah, exactly. And the day after your birthday, We signed up and joined up with a new mentor, which we're super excited about for our business.
I keep forgetting that all of these things have happened as if this has been in 3 weeks.
In 3 weeks, literally. Literally like everything's just one after the other. So we signed up with a new mentor, which we're super happy about.
We're so excited to be working with him. He's a freaking legend.
He is indeed. And it's going to just, provide us with a few other avenues that we can take Coaching Society, which I'm really, really excited for.
Different outlook as well, like a different vibe.
Yeah, exactly. And like, I think doing things like this with the podcast, just being ourselves, talking shit, like unhinged is who we are. And I think we want to try and let people know that a bit more. And on that very same day, you did something pretty special. You don't know what it was, do you?
No.
You don't know your dates. For the first time in 18 months...
Yeah, I reopened my coaching books after being closed for 18 months, which was mad.
Yeah.
I when I first closed my coaching books, I didn't know if they were going to stay permanently closed. I didn't really know what was happening. All I knew is that my energy was needed elsewhere within the business for the growth of Coaching Society, for the support of our team. I was just needed in other departments. And I closed my books, not sure if I was ever going to open them again. But the last, 6 months, I started to realize that coaching is what makes me happy. Like coaching girls, coaching women to whatever goal that they've got, on their agenda is what lights my soul on fire. And I was missing that. So the last 6 months I felt very uninspired. I was just going through the motions, like waking up and being like, oh, I've got this to do, this to do, this to do. I was never waking up being like, fuck yeah, I am so pumped up. So we spoke and spoke with our team, and I was like, how can I get me back in the game? Because I feel like I'm needed and I fucking want to do it.
Yeah. And you fucking crushed it too, just quietly. Like, think back to when we first started Coaching Society, when we first started coaching, like we were fucking hustling and grinding to try and get clients, to try and let people know who we were, to try and build up our reputation. And you had 25 coaching applications within 24 hours when you opened up your coaching books. I always was quietly confident that as soon as we one day did this and you opened up your books, like there would be a lot of people come in, but there's always that unknown of like, fuck, what if it's just crickets? And what if no one applies?
What if
and
I'm irrelevant now?
Yeah, what if like no one remembers who you are?
I was actually so scared. I was like, what if I do this? Like myself, my entire team were going to be like, well, this is fucking awkward, isn't it?
Literally. And yeah, no, it kicked off. Like I think we've had since then, which is only 10 days ago or 11 days ago, we've had like 34 people sign up to work with Coaching Society. Some with you, obviously, but you filled up your coaching spots.
I think I filled up in 5 days.
Yeah.
I was at capacity. Yeah. I actually went over capacity. I was only meant to take on like a certain amount so that I didn't burn myself out. But hey, here we are. Yeah. Lucky I love it.
Lucky you love it. No, it's good. I think, it shows that what you have built, and this is coming from me, like what you've built with Coaching Society, what we've built together, it's all come off the back of you and us, but predominantly yourself. And to be able to then you say, I've got coaching spots available, it goes to show that like you're still relevant, babe.
Oh, that's
you're still relevant. Yeah.
Thank you.
No, you killed it.
I'm excited too. I've started my onboardings this week. I've been onboarding a few of the girls that are starting with me, and like I just feel like I'm back to my roots. Like I can coach with my eyes closed. Like I was born to be a coach. I wish I knew this before I signed up to a very expensive university degree that doesn't have anything to do with coaching or health and fitness. But anyway, I was born to do this, and like I haven't onboarded, I haven't worked with like new clients in 18 months. So I was kind of sitting there. I was like, do I remember how to do this? But I sat down, and as soon as like I got into the rhythm, I was like away and racing, and like I was excited, I was inspired, I was G'd up, like doing my onboarding videos, doing my Kickstart calls. I'm like, this is me. This is me. Like this is what I'm about, and I fucking love it. I'm so happy to be back.
Yes, love it. Unfortunately, you're fully booked and you've got a wait list. So if you do want to work with Mikayla, then jump on the wait list. It's 1 in, 1 out. It might be a few months, but if you want to work with one of the other guys, jump on.
Yeah.
So exciting.
What happened next? Because I'm like sitting here because I've like forgotten everything because it's just been so chaotic. So like I'm sitting here as like a consumer. I'm like, so then what happened?
Yeah, so then what happened? Usually it's like you've been like living outside of your bubble. And
yeah, it's been like an out of body experience.
That's what I was
the last
trying
4
to say.
weeks. Yeah, it doesn't feel like it's actually us that all of this has happened.
Yeah, it's weird, and the photo shoot feels like 3 years ago, like not 3 weeks ago. It's fucked.
Mad. Anyway,
the only final thing is what we've got to come and what we've been like planning in the works. So we've been putting some plans in place because of how much hype there's been around yourself, how many people were interested in working with you. We've been putting some plans in place to...
I just want to help more people. Like,
yeah, exactly.
I can only help as many people as what my capacity allows for. And I think reopening my books and seeing that women want to work with me, want to work with us, I'm like, how can I create that opportunity? Yeah. So we've been doing some deep dives into how we can help more people, and this is where the birth of
Ignite in 8.
Ignite in 8 has started.
Yeah. So we have a new program that we're coming out with, which is run by Mikayla herself. So you'll get direct access to work with Mikayla.
I'm so excited.
And it allows her to increase her capacity, take on more clients, and it is a much, much cheaper rate compared to our one-to-one.
I've pretty much condensed my one-to-one coaching into a format that allows me to help more people in greater masses, which is, I've never done anything like this before. So,
and don't get me wrong, like the one-to-one coaching is our bread and butter. It's like,
it's where you're going to get the best results, 100%.
Yeah, it's what's going to give you the best version of us as a coach, because it does allow us to kind of spend a bit more time with you. Whereas if you're looking for something to come on board and work with Mikayla, like Ignite in 8 is going to be
and if you don't want to wait on the wait list,
yeah, exactly. So super excited to announce it. We'll be talking about it a bit more probably by the time you've already heard this.
Yeah, well, I think this is the first time that we've actually announced
anyone.
It to anyone.
Yeah.
It feels weird, like even saying like Ignite in 8. Like you and I, like we talk about it all the time, obviously, but like the fact that people are now going to know its name, like Ignite in 8, is like...
It's kind of weird, yeah.
Yeah, mad. Well, but of course we're going to have more details, what's included, what happens, prices, the sign-up process when we start, everything like that very, very soon, the next probably couple of days.
It's probably already been up.
Yeah, probably already been up.
By the time this has been posted, this episode, it's probably already been up, but that's okay.
Yeah. I'm so excited.
Fucking keen. You're
I'm
really, really keen.
So excited. Like, I just can't. Like, I'm just so excited to be back coaching. Like, holy shit. Like, the last 18 months, I have been doing sales. I've been doing marketing. I've been doing, leadership work within, like, our team. Like, I just haven't really been doing much coaching. And, fuck, I missed it. I've missed it so much.
You've got your passion back. Like, I can see it every single day. Like, with the conversations, even this morning, you like ran into my office and were like, Russ, about a client like that had done well or had an achievement that you've been trying to work on for
I just love my clients so much. Like, I love our clients so much. Like, the entire Coaching Society community, I don't think all of our clients know how much I adore them. Like, I might not be working with you, like, one-to-one, but I'm there. I'm watching. I'm looking. I'm seeing all of your wins. And I fucking I have said this before on the podcast, but our clients think that we're changing their lives, but they don't know how much they're changing ours. They don't know how much of an impact they have on my life every single day. And I'm so grateful for Coaching Society. Wow. It is just the best. Like, it makes me emotional. I don't want to cry.
Don't cry. We haven't been on the podcast in a few weeks. You can't come back on and cry.
I know. Why do I do this? Honestly.
You're an emotional wreck.
No, anyway, I think I just...
You're happy.
Yeah, I'm happy. I'm very happy.
Content. Which is good. And that's all. I think that's everything as an update. In the coming weeks, we're going to be looking to get some people on. We'll be going through some more educational stuff as well. So next week will probably be educational. I've got a pretty cool topic that I want to go through on nutrition to just help people listen to the whole episode and try and use that 40 minutes or so to get their nutrition on track. So we'll go through that next week. And that's all. I hope you enjoyed the update that no one asked for.
Yeah, that's our reasoning for why we've gone a little bit. We've done a Houdini on everyone, pretty much. We're like, hey, yeah, taking a week off. We'll see you in a week's time, and fucking Houdini.
That's why we've been away, but we're back now, and every week we'll be releasing a new episode.
Yeah. So now we've got the podcast studio set up at least.
Yeah, at least we've got the lights and everything. So
Love
Easy.
it.
See you
All
all
right,
in the
guys.
next one, guys.
Thank you all for tuning in. Have a beautiful rest of your day, evening, night, whatever time it is of the day that you're listening to this. And we will see you in next week's episode.
See ya.
Bye.